Hello, good people, and welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts, and this is Tracy. I need to unmold this pyramid. Call a little hell with this one. It's kind of difficult when you're putting things in upside down, because the pyramid flips over like this. So you have to put things in upside down, and you have to do it in layers. So I didn't show the process of doing this because it just takes so long. I did, how many layers did I do? 1, 2, 3. I did 5 layers, so it's a long process, and so that is why I didn't videotape what I did. This is for a coffee lover, a request for something for me to come up with creative for a coffee lover. So of course I included lights. Yes. What do you call these? Fairy lights. So, on the bottom of this, I used those acrylic stones, acrylic gems, and they're turned over. I used the crystal ones, the clear ones, but I had to turn them all over. And on this last layer, I had to put a little bit of glue individually on each one of these to hold them down onto the dried resin. Then, after they were completely dried, so I think I coated the very last layer, very thin layer, over the top of all of these and filled in this little bit of middle here. I used UV resin, and I set this out in the sunlight, but it was a very thin layer, 1/8 of an inch, perhaps, if that much. So, let me take this out of this casing here. These are what I used, but the larger ones and the crystal, the cleared color ones. And I got this big old container. I got all these from Crafty, and I need to use them on something, in something. So I decided to do the floor of this mold with those. It was tedious. All right, let's take it out of the casing first, and then let's unmold. Oh, I'm so curious. Now this thing gave me trouble with bubbles. There was a lot of air trapped in there. So there were a lot of bubbles that got caught in here that I couldn't get out because the resin cured on the top surface, faster than the interior. So I kept trying to pop them, but this top layer had gotten hard and I couldn't get to them. And I see this is going to have to dry some more because, oh, that's interesting. That glue that I used to put these stones on here, these flatback acrylic gems, is not quite dry on the edge. I see that. But now I can get some air and dry. You see the whiteness? That's supposed to be crystal clear. Uh-oh. It's stuck in a few places too. I wonder why. Okay. Interesting. So this is what I have. Now, I don't know why this mold stuck in some spots. So I'm going to have to sand these down to get that part clear. But what we have in here, if you can see it, is a little coffee table. And I made a little cup of coffee. These are coffee beans up here, and this little layer around here is coffee beans. So I have, I'm gonna have to wash this down, scrub it down. So I have this coffee cup and a little spoon, a little game board. Can you see that? A little game board on the table. And then also a little pot. Let me get that in the camera. A little pot of flowers. So what I do, I've got to let it completely cure. Like I said, this glue has got to cure. It's got to dry all the way. And what I do after it's completely dried and I clean it up and get these little white spots off, get it sanded right, I bought one of these. I get these from the Dollar Tree, and I can't find them anymore, not this size. I spray painted it with a glitter gold, and so I use this for the base. And I'll set this on there, line it up, and I'll take this wire and I'll do an indent right here. I'll drill that out so that I can tuck that wire up underneath there, and then I glue this to the bottom. So let's turn the light on. Let me bring it up to you. I do see a lot of air bubbles in there. But when you have a lot of different things in here, they create air because there's spaces in between the flowers. There's spaces where I glued the legs of the table on. But anyway, all in all, it's going to be cute when it's complete, when it's dry. I'm going to turn the lights out so you can see it better. And then I'll take a still picture of it when it's completely done. Let me turn this light off. See what it looks like. Ooh, how about that? So this is a conversation piece, a tabletop piece, home decor. She wanted it for her kitchen. Look at that. Peace and love. Oh, you can't see my hand, can you? Let me put it right there. Peace and love. Thumbs up, right? Have a good one. I'm out.